one. Singular sensation, every little step you take.
One.
Another
vegan little dinner, every move that she makes.
Woo! Welcome everyone. Antoinette Westcott here, one veggie at a time, and the fabulous Patty Shenker here tonight with us. Welcome.
Thank you. Thank you for having me.
So happy that you're here.
Thank you. I'm a little, it was a little intimidated to come here. I was like, Prabat, I don't cook.
Neither do I.
And then I realized, well, you know, there are vegans who don't cook, so I'll represent them. So
yeah, thank you. I
Thank you for
appreciate it.
inviting me.
Oh, of course. Yes, and these are good things to learn because
Sure.
I like quick, easy, fast. Spending an hour in the kitchen is
Right.
exhausting and not really for me.
Right.
I get bored and I just won't eat it.
Yeah. Yeah.
And it gets cold, and when it gets cold, forget it. I'm done.
Well, it is good to have things that are quick and easy to make. So that's what we're going to do tonight, the BLTA sandwich.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
I'm
shall we
excited. I haven't
begin?
had one of these.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
All right.
So
What are we going to do?
We're going to, well, I cut up some tomato, and here's, for the lettuce, I like to use red leaf now after my dear friend Tanya, who does the best BLTA in Palm Springs. Actually, it's anywhere, but she is in Palm Springs at Chef Tanya's Kitchen. Make sure to go and try her BLTA. So I like to use red leaf thing, but generally BLTAs are made with iceberg lettuce. So I have a little bit of that, and I have cut the tomatoes already.
So we're mixing the two lettuces?
Yeah, well, no, you can decide which one you want, or you can mix them, whichever you want, Tony.
Okay.
So, and this is the bacon that we're going to use tonight. It's my favorite. There are many now, different ones, but I really like this one. It's Eve's. Comes like this.
This is a new brand. I haven't heard of this one
We're
before.
just going to put the oven on. See if I can do that. Hey, see? Hey, am I good or what? Am I
You're a
talented?
cook, I'm telling you. Have faith in your abilities.
So it's just you and me, right, Tony?
Yeah.
Eric's not eating after 7, which is a really good thing to do for your
For everyone
body.
who's wondering, I am currently doing intermittent fasting, and I do not eat after 7.
There you go.
Yes.
Which I wish I would do. It's a really good idea. Let your body go. But we're not going to do that tonight because we're going to have a delicious
We're gonna eat.
BLTA.
So
yeah.
we'll leave one for Eric for tomorrow.
There we
There you
go.
So let's cut up, you know, we could put
the bread on?
Yes.
Okay.
I'm using sourdough, which is not the healthiest one. You could use a whole wheat or a grain one, but I happen to be kind of old-fashioned with this.
No, that's great. I don't mind.
Just do 3 because I'm only going to have half a sandwich.
Okay.
I have to be this only takes like a minute.
To make the...
Yeah, because you know what? You're not cooking out the blood and pus and other things like
No
that.
problem. And so you are behind a no palm.
Yes,
oil?
I have been to Indonesia and I have seen the deforestation there, and I have seen the orphaned orangutans. I have been on releases of orangutans.
Okay.
And
Explain palm oil.
Most of it is because of palm oil. They cut down the trees, the forests, and they plant these palm oil plantations. And there are many things that are wrong with it besides what they're doing to the orangutans. Could you just turn that off for me?
Off or full?
Yeah, no, just off.
Off. Okay. Yeah.
Besides endangering many species, such as all of these are endangered by palm oil.
So why is palm oil
It's a
dangerous thing?
well, because it's causing the deforestation. It's actually cutting down these forests that these animals all live in, and indigenous people too are also affected by it, and minority communities. And there's also forced labor and child labor, and also, especially in Indonesia, where it's peat moss forests absorb the carbon from the air.
Okay.
And bring it into the ground. When you cut the forest, all that carbon goes back out into the atmosphere. And it's worse with peat moss forests, such as those in Indonesia. It's like 20% more carbon being released. So it's causing climate change too. So there's so many issues around palm oil. And, you know, it's very hard to be able to know where palm oil is. I'm not thrilled with this avocado, but we'll work around it.
Okay, we'll just
or
cut
we could,
around.
You want to try this one?
Okay, I'll try that one.
Let me just show you one other thing here.
So what products would palm oil have that were,
Oh, everything.
do we just don't know what's in it?
Yeah. Well, let me show you this. Here's some products that have palm oil. Almost all processed foods have palm oil. A lot of vegan foods have palm oil.
Really?
Oreos, Miyoko's butter and cheeses do not have palm oil, so I'm going to plug for Miyoko.
Yeah, I love
thinking of
Miyoko.
she's
I had her
great.
on last year.
And these are the different names for palm oil, and these are just some of them.
What would
So-
they be?
Look at this. I mean, the only way I can tell usually is when it has the word palm in it. Otherwise,
Stearic acid,
yeah.
though.
and vegetable oil, they can just say it's vegetable
What?
oil.
How can they get away with that?
Because if it's less than 3%, I think in this state at least, they don't have to
Disclose
list it.
that
they
that's
don't
what
have
it
to-
is?
they
This
don't
one's a
have
little
to.
bit better.
Yeah, good, thank you. Yeah, the toast is doing, how are we doing here? Okay, and then I have a little salad on the side, and I wanted to plug these incredible
Yeah.
croutons, Kelly's croutons. You can order them online, get a few bags. First time I got this in a goodie bag, I went home and I ate the whole bag.
Not
I
in a
just like-
salad?
Just as a snack.
Oh my goodness.
Really
I guess they're good.
They are good. I will leave a couple out. You will have some salad,
Yeah,
yes?
yeah,
Okay, cool.
absolutely.
All right, so this is a simple salad. I didn't bring any veggies. I apologize, but
Hey, simple is tonight's
that's right. Simple is here.
theme.
That's right.
Okay. I'm just gonna
Okay,
add
you're doing
these
good
slices
here.
down here.
But we need one more piece in here.
Oh, I was gonna do it next when
Oh, okay.
we took those
Okay,
out.
that's fine.
Okay.
We'll do half a sandwich. It's probably
Yeah.
enough anyway.
And you're native to LA?
No, I'm from St. Louis, Missouri.
Oh.
Yeah.
Nice.
I came out to California to go to school. In college, I went to one of the Claremont colleges, and that's when I became a vegetarian 49 years ago.
Wow. Wow, that's amazing.
That's impressive.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Well, you know,
Diana, I'm getting hungry too, and if I haven't mentioned it.
Oh, I love
fasting.
you, Eric. Aren't you sweet?
Eric's fasting.
You can't resist my cooking. huh?
Bacon smells delicious. Really, it's.
So I, one night, just decided that I wanted to live a nonviolent life, and I realized that the violence was on my plate, and that was it. I never ate an animal again.
Well, you said before that cheese was
Yes.
the hardest thing for you
Well,
to
it did
overcome.
take me a while to go vegan. It took me 31 years, which I'm a little embarrassed about, especially when I think about my good friends who were vegan at the time, and I would eat cheese in front of them. Like, oh, well, we live and learn, and I apologize to my dear old friends for doing that.
But they've come a long way with the vegan cheese.
Oh my God!
Here, let me grab a
First of all, when I became vegetarian, I need the plates. Yes, thank you. There were no veggie burgers, no veggie hot dogs.
Right. So what did you do?
You know what I did? I went to ethnic restaurants. Indian food, Chinese food, Thai food.
'Cause they
They're
have
the
tofu.
ones. Yeah, and tofu is like my favorite vegan food. I adore tofu. I really do. It's just, I
Okay.
couldn't live without tofu.
I'm still learning tofu.
So-
I've done a scramble. I've done
there's
like a salt and pepper,
Yes.
like grilled.
Here, do you want to
Oh,
do your
yeah.
own?
Yeah.
Here we are, follow your heart, Veggies.
And Janice, nice.
And they have it in like organic, and they have it like grapeseed oil. They have several different ones now. So
Okay.
put on which
All
you
right,
want
let's
there.
get this going.
Yes. And I want to say, as far as the tofu thing that we talked about making it, You need these two things. I can't tell you exactly how to do it yet, but you need this liquid smoke, and you need some brag, and play with it. Cut up the tofu, marinate it in those, maybe add a little of nutritional yeast, which I didn't like when I first tried it, and now I love it. For breakfast, I have this toast with my Miyoko's butter and some of this, which is high in vitamin B, which we need. And then I love pepper, so.
Okay, do you want me to do yours? Do you want to?
Yeah, no, I'll do mine. That's cool. So put on
Vegan
some,
it up?
yeah.
So what do we start with?
I would start with, I would put the tomatoes on.
Tomatoes on?
Yeah.
Okay.
But do however you want.
No, well, it's your food. I don't know.
I think it's good to have the tomatoes. The avocados always seem to slip out, by the way. I will say that. They're slippery little guys.
They are. Okay.
So, and if you want any pepper, I happen to be a pepper lover.
Oh, you put that on first?
No, you can put it over the tomato.
Okay, all right.
Look at me teaching cooking. This is
Teaching
funny.
cooking.
So we're going to make you one, Eric, or you'll just have a bite of it? Oh, I'm sorry.
Yeah, go.
Once again,
Ah,
Eric
once
is
again.
fasting, and no one seems to care.
No,
We care, Eric. We
no
care.
one cares. It's fine. It's fine.
No, we just want you to eat like the rest of us.
Listen, I'm eating with my eyes so hard. You have no idea.
So I'm just, because we're only doing a half a sandwich, which will be enough for me, I'm kind of just doing it.
And then some avocado.
Yeah. And whichever lettuce you want, or a little combination, I might try a little combination.
And
then we put the bacon on.
oh, I forgot.
Yeah.
I forgot. I'm sorry.
No worries.
And you created you did a film.
I did a film years ago. I produced a film called Life Behind Bars, narrated by Mary Tyler Moore. It was for Farm Sanctuary.
Oh,
Yeah,
that's
she was an
amazing.
animal advocate.
How did you
Bless
get
her.
married?
Farm Sanctuary daughter. There were a lot of celebrities, and still are, that come out and help these guys. This might have been cooked a little bit too much.
Okay.
It really doesn't need much, but I actually kind of like it when it's a little crispy, doesn't it? But you got to smell the liquid smoke too, Eric, because.
I'm good over
He's
here.
listening.
Okay.
We're trying
Actually,
to
I
make
love
him eat.
liquid smoke. I have some in the
Oh,
cabinet.
do you?
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
See, I'm fairly new to liquid smoke.
Yeah.
What's liquid smoke? I have no idea.
It's this stuff right
Oh,
there.
this.
Yeah. So we should have cut that in half, I think. But you
So
can
is
do
this
that.
like a, I guess, A1?
Kind of, yeah, it's kind
It adds
of
a
a
very like a
marinating
smoked
thing.
flavor to like.
Okay. Oh, I only need, oh, wow,
No,
that's a
that's
lot.
good. That's good.
I need one.
No.
Or two. I don't need that many.
All right, we'll take one off then.
Okay.
Leave it for
We'll
Eric.
save it for Eric.
Yes.
That he's not going to eat
I
tonight.
can eat it at 12 o'clock tomorrow, so leave that right there.
Well, I'm going to leave you the Eves, the other package,
Great.
for you to
I'll
try.
take
And
it.
you can make this, and then you can say how much better yours was than ours.
Oh, I will. I'll make my own video of making BLTs that nobody can eat.
That's
You
not
won't
fair.
credit me at all, right?
No,
Real
he
life.
will credit you, I promise.
So this is kind of messy.
Okay, we got a messy sandwich going on.
Yeah, but
So we do
If
two
it's not on
face,
your-
or we cut it in half.
I cut it in half.
That's
like
so
that.
I loaded up way too much.
Yeah. Well, if you want to eat an
Oh.
open face.
Oh.
And this was a slogan I made up years ago. Peace
Yeah.
begins on your plate. And thank you, Jane, for always crediting me with this slogan, because I really believe that's where it starts. So let's see the salad. I'm going to pitch the Bragg organic vinaigrette. Much
I've
better
never
than
seen
like
that.
wishbone.
Yeah.
Yes, and they also have a ginger and sesame.
Oh, that one I'd totally be all over.
Yes.
I love ginger.
Oh,
Oh.
so good.
This is messy.
It is messy.
I'm just
I
gonna
think
use
we-
some fingers real quick and put it all back together. Squish it down in
Just
there.
push it in there.
Pretty good.
That's all right. Oh man, there's